Hey, you buff nerds, we're going to learn how to make our very own ChatbotGPT, Dall-e, and we're going to use Gradio as the GUI, and it's going to be real quick, real easy, less than 10 minutes, less than 100 lines of code, and we're going to do it right now. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so this is what we're going to end up making, is we're going to make our own ChatbotGPT right here, like this. Write me a story on a dog. There we go. And it's going to generate me a little story here. Look at that. Bam. Then, we're going to make our own Dall-e. Let's make a picture of that dog, huh? It's going to generate your own Dall-e dog, like generated image. So, bam, there's the dog. Look at that dog, completely computer generated. Then, if you want, you can actually download that picture. There it is. Then you can take that picture and put it in here, and then variate it. It'll make me a variation on that dog. It'll generate its own picture. So say you have a picture, right? And you don't want to have to like copyright or anything like that. You can put it in here, and the AI will make a variation of it, which will be different, but its own thing. And so here's the variated dog. Its own thing, completely different. Yeah, and so these are the three different programs that we're going to make, and it's all going to be in its own same little thing, in its own GUI. Okay, so first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to platform.openai.com. You're going to need to put in your email and your phone number and make an account if you don't have an account already with OpenAI. And then once you do, you're going to come over to your information over here. You're going to see View API Keys. And I have a few different keys here, but you're going to make a new secret key. You're going to copy this key. It's going to be very important that you keep this key safe because you're never going to be able to see that key again, ever. And so copy it, keep it safe, because we're going to need it for the rest of our program, and then we're going to make it. And don't let anyone ever see that, because somebody could use that key and then use it for bad things. So you want to make sure that you have this key and you keep it safe. I'm actually going to delete this key after this video so that no one can use my key. So now you're going to open up your favorite coding environment. My favorite is Visual Studio Code. It's nice, light, and has lots of functionality. What you're going to do is you're going to type in my chat bot. Alright, and you're going to do .py. Alright, and then, just as good practice, right, you're going to say hashtag Python, because that's the language that we're going to be using for our program. One of the things you're going to want to do is import OpenAI, and that will allow us to use their API and do all the things that we're going to do. Then we're going to import Gradio. That is going to be our GUI. That will allow it to make it so that we can make a pretty looking program there, and it will allow us to use it. And then the requests and PIO image thing, we're going to need those two for making our Dall-e program work. All right. So those are the imports that we're going to need. If any of those don't work for you, all you can do is pip install that in your command prompt. All right. All right. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to do key is equal to your key, your secret key. All right. You're just going to paste in right there your secret key. All right. And that's how you're gonna make it work. And then you're gonna do open AI dot API key underscore key is equal to key. All right. And then you're gonna go boop boop and do hashtag. This is gonna break up our code. My chat bot GPT. All right, so this is gonna be the first portion of making your own chatbot. Alrighty, so now what we gotta do is we gotta go to OpenAI, to examples, and click chat. All right, we're gonna need to bring in the chatbot. You can copy that whole thing if you like, and bring it over. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna copy it and bring it over, but actually you're gonna put it into a function called OpenAI create, right? And you're gonna put the variable prompt here, and you're gonna get rid of that prompt, and you're gonna put it here. And if you like, you can increase the token size, which is something that I did, so it can give you longer responses, which is something you probably would like, right? And then the next thing you're gonna do is so you're gonna make another function here. And this function, you don't necessarily need to know exactly how it works, but this function is going to take all the conversation you've had previously and put it into the next query, okay? And that will allow you to continue to have a conversation with this API, with this chatbot inside of the GUI. So your conversation will make sense. It's not going to be a new question every time you say something. You can continue to make that work. Yeah, so that's basically what this does. It just appends the whole list, makes it one big question each time, so that the chatbot will work. And so then what we're going to do is we're going to make a text box with Gradio, which will make that nice little box that we saw at the beginning, about how it, and it'll show how it looks. The next part is making the button where you type in the question and then it sends it to the API. And so what you're going to do is you're going to put in this right here. And by the way, all this stuff is on my GitHub, so you can copy and paste it as you like. But basically what this block of text does is it makes that little text box that you can type into, and it allows you to submit it to ChatGPT, right? And so what it does is it puts it into this little history thing, right? And allows the input and the output to be shown on Gradio. And so if you actually ran this right now, it would open up with just that first page. So we're already done with 1/3 of the project, all right? But we're gonna keep going because the other stuff is pretty darn cool as well. All right, we all want to make our own computer-generated images, and so here it is, my Dall-e, and then you're gonna do def OpenAI create image prompt. All right, same exact thing. But so this one, you're gonna call it something slightly different, right? But this one is actually the Dall-e request. So this right here was the ChatGPT request, and this one right here is going to be the I actually did not copy that over all the way. So this right here is going to be the response for the chat, for the Dall-e version. So this is going to generate your image right here. So this is very important, and the prompt is still going to be the same. So you're gonna need that. But response equals OpenAI.image.create. And then what this does is it takes the image and then makes it into a raw image. So before, what it would do is it would just give you a URL to the image, because they're the one that generates it and they make it pop up as a URL. And so this little system right here takes it and then makes it into its own actually raw image, which we can use and process for later. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a Gradio image block. So basically the same thing as before, but this time we're going to use Gradio's built-in image display, right? So here it is with image block, Gradio.blocks, and then we're going to edit it and then make a new title for it, right? That's what it does. And then it's going to generate an image block so it can have an image space. And then there's the little text block place where you can send in your request to OpenAI, and then they'll generate the image and then send it back. And then this block of text, this block of code right here will make it into a raw image, which will allow it to be opened by Gradio and displayed, and then you can download it if you'd like, which is really quite amazing. Then we're going to move to I'm going to move over to making the variator. So Dall-e image variator. All right, so that's going to be this one. And this one is similar to the last one, but also quite different. So get ready for me to kind of explain this to you. So first things first, we're going to make a new function, OpenAI var image, and then IM is the image. So this one's not going to be prompt because you're not going to be putting any prompts in there. You're going to be putting an image in there. And so image from array IM. So what it's doing is it's converting it from this image array, which it's a NumPy image array thing that it currently gets put into from Gradio and saves it as a PNG, and then from the PNG we put that we push that to OpenAI, and so that they can make a variation of that image, and then we get that image URL because they put it out in a URL, and then we turn it back and put it back into a raw image so that we can have it, right? And then we're just gonna do another image. We're gonna make another Gradio image block over here, and there it is. And this one has 2 rows. So this one's gonna have 2 image things side by side. One's an input, one's an output. And so that one will be the same thing. And the last thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna make that tab thing. And so all we have to do, is take this. So they have a tab system where you can put multiple of their different interfaces in the same thing. So if you look, here are all the names for each tab, and then here, text block, image bar block. So it's each of these things, right? You're gonna have all 3 of those in there. And then the last thing you're gonna do is you're gonna put this, if name demo, there you go. And so that will allow you to actually launch the program. And now you're gonna click play and run the program, and it should work well. If your key is the correct key and it's active, it should work just fine. Let me run mine. Alrighty, so I'm gonna run my program. So first off, I accidentally put a Y here, right above chatbot, my ChatbotGPT. You're gonna put an I. That was the problem. Anyway, but so there we go. It is now running on my local URL. You can copy that. All right, copy. All right, with that copied link, you're gonna take it, put it there, bam, and And now you see right here, we got chatbot, my Dall-e, Dall-e variated, and let's see if it works. Let's see. All right, me a story about a buff nerd. Wow, it worked. First try, guys. How about let's do a cat this time? I like cats. That might be controversial. Damn, there's a cat. Kind of ugly cat, but that works. And now let's see if the variator can work. Let's see if it can variate an image of an ugly cat. There we are. There we are. Alrighty. So now you see that you have your very own Dall-e and ChatbotGPT, and you can use that for anything you like. You're welcome. Alright, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Please subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.